Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. What is up, my beautiful people? It has been since December, I think 19th, the last time I did a podcast, and we are now May 16th, I think, or May 15th. Hold on, let me double check. I don't want to get caught lying. We're in May 16th right now. It has been a while, and I am sorry that I have not recorded a podcast, but I've been going through some stuff, okay? And then I haven't been going through some stuff. So I have been going through some stuff, and I haven't been going through some stuff. And for those who are watching the video on YouTube, I don't know if I'm going to be able to put this up on Spotify because things have changed. And I'm recording my podcast outside, so y'all may hear the wind blowing. But my daughter was doing therapy inside, and I'm like, you know what? I haven't spoken to my podcasters in a minute. Maybe I should, just record while I'm out here. But then I'm like, no, the wind's gonna blow, and it's probably just gonna make it hard to hear. And I keep procrastinating, and I've been doing that, I'm not gonna lie, for about a month now. I keep saying I'm gonna make a podcast. Then I'm like, but then I gotta make the kids be quiet, and then I gotta record the video at the same time because I like putting it up on the YouTube channel and all the other good stuff. And I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do it now. I'll do it next time. Nah, I'm not gonna do it now. I'll do it next time. And procrastinating, and then it never gets done. And look, it never got done. January, February, March, April, May, 5 months. Oh, hold on, I gotta light my cigarette, people. Hold on, you gotta know I'm outside, so I gotta smoke. And I'm waiting for Biba to come back with the herbal medication so that we can smoke and I can get school started. But I miss y'all. I miss creating my podcast, but I'm not gonna lie. It got to a point where I got frustrated because it's like, no matter how much I try on my end to create content that I think might resonate with others, I struggle because we're all in one room, so I don't have my own personal space. There isn't perfect time for me to record. I can't be like other podcasters, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, that frustrates the daylight out of me. That genuinely frustrates the daylight out of me. But anyways, I'm sorry, y'all. If this is your first time listening to my podcast, I do apologize. I just get to talking and assume that everybody that has run into my podcast already knows who I am, already knows what my podcast is about, and I just get to talking, and I don't break anything out. So I'm sorry. That's just a bad habit that I have. I know normal podcasters or YouTubers or whoever repeat the same type of synopsis and stuff like that in their beginning of their intros and things like that, but I don't. I just get into it. I just be zoned in, and I get into it, and I always forget. But hi, my name is Lynette. I'm a single mom who has mental illness, raising 2 kids that also have mental illness and are also high-functioning autistic, and an atypical preschooler. Well, not preschooler, she's a kindergartner now, about to be a first grader next year. And she's going to turn 6 on the 23rd. Oh, my God, my baby is not about to be a baby soon. But I'm also in a wheelchair. We also live in a hotel. We've been struggling to find a place to live. We've been struggling to get our own transportation. We've just been trying, to live with the way that things are at the moment. And I'm also a life coach for parents. I've taken a little break on, advertising that. Because as y'all can see, for those who are in video, I no longer have my teeth. I actually did get them removed February 2nd. It took literally 5 months to get a dentist because I had a whole insurance problem that ended up happening. I don't want to overwhelm y'all with the details. If y'all want to know, let me know and I can tell y'all. Or y'all can go to my YouTube channel, Parenting Mental Illness Lynette, and then get the rest of the gossip over there if y'all want. Because I, do put more stuff up there than I do on the podcast. Like, for some reason, I'm trying to keep my podcast as sophisticated as I can. My YouTube is like family, I guess you could say. I look at it like I'm picking up the camera to call my my peeps and vent and all that good stuff. And for the podcast, I don't know, I look at it like sophisticated conversation. It's just me and my kids, and I really don't get to talk to other adults like that. And I really don't get to interact with other adults like that. So my social platforms are my interaction. So when people comment, I get happy. Oh, yeah, I get to have a little quick conversation with somebody, Never know what it's going to lead to. It can lead to a good friendship, good support system, a mutual good support system, because that's the one thing I will say. I'm the type of person, and I know that's why I'm also in my situation now, that I will give you the shirt off my back as long as my kids are straight. And that's what keeps me in the situation that we are in, because I just have a heart of gold, and I hate it, but I love it all at the same time, if that makes sense to you, which I hope it does. I don't know if it does. I also didn't come on the podcast because, like I've complained about on YouTube, since I don't have any teeth, it's so tiring to talk now, because I feel like my mouth has to work overtime to make the letters, the words and stuff like that, and literally it'd be hurting my jaw and stuff to talk. So I've been limited on the videos I've been making too for the YouTube. And then not just that, it's like I've been also through I don't know what season I want to call this, because I feel like I've been going through everything all at once, and I've been staying above water. So I've been doing a pretty good job of keeping myself put together and not falling apart, even though I keep feeling like I'm gonna break sooner or later. But I missed y'all. I hope you guys are doing good. But anyways, I was introducing myself, and humble apologies. Sorry, but not sorry. When I do my episodes, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be on podcasts, whether it be my blog, whatever I'm doing, I don't pre-plan anything. So that's a full disclosure. I don't pre-plan anything. I speak my truth at the moment of whatever it is that's going on, how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, whatever I'm learning, not learning. But I don't sit down and put a script or pre-plan what I'm going to say or pre-think about what I want to talk about. Sometimes I'll be like, ooh, I do think I want to cover that topic. But sometimes things that are going on in my life are not anything that has to do with that topic. So I don't cover it because I'm not having scenarios that are going on at that moment that pertains to that topic. So will ramble sometimes. I may switch the subject on you guys, not intentionally. It will be my ADHD, ooh, I'll think of something all of a sudden and just switch the conversation on you, not meaning to. I do apologize ahead of time. I do that a lot, and I catch myself sometimes, and then I try to go back to the original conversation because I feel bad because I never ended it. I never, thoroughly completed thoughts and stuff like that. So unapologetically, I'm being me. And this is how I am on a daily basis. So what you guys get to see in my videos or hear in my podcast, whether it be the rambling or whatever, is actually me on a daily basis. This is how I show up on a daily basis. There are times that my daughter could be full-blown talking to me, and out of nowhere, I will tune her out real quick because an idea just popped in my head. Or I solved something that I was thinking about in the back of my mind that I didn't realize I was dwelling on, and I'll rudely cut her off just to say what I gotta say, and I'll be like, I'm sorry. I was apparently working on that in the back of my mind, and it was bothering me so bad that I found a solution, and I just had to share it. That's just the rawness of how I show up on a daily basis. So what you guys get to see really be me. It be who I am on a daily basis. So yeah, I'm back. I don't know how many times I'm going to show up. I don't know how many podcast episodes I'm going to create. I don't know, because I am not going to lie to you guys. I'm completely overwhelmed. Like, I am completely overwhelmed. Between having my insurance issues that I had, not knowing that Medicaid had stopped and Medicare had picked up, then I had to resolve all of that after I found out I still have a bill at a doctor's office. I got to get paid through Medicare. Then I had to switch my Medicare to another Medicare because they didn't cover dental or vision or transportation. And due to me being in a wheelchair and not having my own transportation, I need transportation to get to the doctors. So, yeah, it was a lot. And then to top it off, I find out that my 21-year-old also has Medicare, and I didn't know that they had given her Medicare. So this whole time we thought she only had Medicaid, and the therapist kept saying that they're pushing back the bills when they're billing them, saying that she has another insurance. And I'm like, but she doesn't. Kind of find out she did. And I'm trying to get that resolved, because I'm trying to get her to have the same Medicare insurance that I have, so she can have the same benefits, one. And then two, it makes it easier for me when I have to do my stuff as a parent, because we have the same insurance. So then I'm not going to be confused bouncing off who has what insurance, who do I have to call for who, and where do I got to call for what. Like, that's already confusing as it is. When, you know what I'm saying, I got 3 on Medicaid and 2 on Medicare, me and her. I got Medicaid too, but they don't cover, they pay after Medicare does their portion. But my Medicaid is different than theirs. So it's just been a lot of like, oh my God. Then I had to find a dentist. I couldn't find a dentist that had any appointments to do my dentures. Then I kept trying to get the Lyrical and Delano's insurance cards, because Delano's insurance card, I've been trying to get it since last summer. I've been trying to get his insurance card so I can take him back to the allergist, because the allergist wouldn't take us since I didn't have his insurance card, even though I had his insurance number. He has, like, the eczema is getting worse, and he has patches in the back of his elbow that I don't like, and I need to get all of this checked out. And then the patches around his eyes, due to the allergies, are getting worse, and he needs to stop rubbing, but I can't do anything about it, and so we end up at the allergist. Like, it's just freaking annoying. But so I had to like handle all of that. I finally got Delano's insurance card, but we don't have Lyrical's. I was able to call them and have them email it to me, but I'm still waiting for it to come in the mail, because this way at least I have something, you know, to show that she has insurance. So it's just been like a lot of parenting overwhelming stuff that's been triggering my mental health, because I gotta talk to people, and talking to people is a big trigger to me, because sometimes the way they respond will trigger me back, and will trigger me, and then I'll be rude and I don't mean to, and it just comes out because they triggered me. Like yesterday, for example, I called the insurance, what's supposed to be mine and Beba's, to find out if they got the facts to show that she has Medicaid, because for some reason they can't find her in the Medicaid system, so they can't prove that she has Medicaid, so that they can show that she qualifies for the particular insurance that I am requesting. So I had a fax sent over. Like, I had called last week, spoke to somebody else, we got it all squared off. They gave me the fax, they told me who to call to have the award letter sent over and what number to fax it to. So yesterday I was like, alright, I'm gonna call. It's been since Friday when I did it. They said it takes 24 to 48 hours. So Monday, Tuesday, so Wednesday they should have it. I call, I get told by one agent that yes, it was received, and it does show that she does qualify because she has Medicaid. But then I'm being told I'm going to be sent to come. Sorry, for some reason I couldn't speak. Was going to be sent to customer service for something. I don't remember what it was. Get to customer service. Customer service can't find her. The lady never did a soft transfer. She did a cold transfer. So the lady never gave information to the other lady of why she was transferring me or anything like that. So basically, This poor lady was caught off guard, and she couldn't find my daughter. Nothing in the file for my daughter was pulling up. She doesn't have her in her database. It tells her that she's in another database, but it won't tell her what database it is so that she can get access to her. Then I get transferred to another lady, and she does a soft transfer. But in that soft transfer, this lady is like, well, I can't talk to you. I need to talk to your daughter. And I get pissed because I'm like, yo, I've been doing this for a week and a half, and not once has anybody asked to speak to her. I'm her representative payee. Social Security sent y'all everything else. They should have sent y'all that too. She's disabled. Like, I'm not going to go through this every time I need to call. Like, I got so agitated because I hate it. Now that she's 21, it's so fucking annoying. I'm not going to go to the courts and deem her disabled because she's not disabled like that, where she can't handle her shit or take care of my kids if anything happens to me. She just needs help, and while I'm here, I'm going to do it, and I will slowly start giving her the reins when she's ready and comfortable, so in case the day that I'm no longer here, she'll be able to handle, her stuff and whatever the case may be. But the lady had me so mad, man. I had to text my daughter to come out and be like, can you just tell this lady that she could talk to me? I was just so heated. Then in the long run, after we go through all of that and we did all of that, the dumb lady hangs up on me. So I never got the information that I called for. Like, never got clarity because they couldn't find her while they were doing all that. And click, the call gets disconnected and nobody calls me back. I spend a whole hour on the phone. You can spark, Viva? I'm doing a podcast. I haven't done a podcast in 5 months. 5 months. December 19th, I think, was the last time I did a podcast. Yeah. I said it was due time to do one. So I just been dealing with a lot of, like, adulthood. Adulting is very hard. Like, adulting on its own is difficult. Then when you add adulting with mental illness, oh my God. Then when you add that you have mental illness, you're raising kids with mental illness and, high functioning, you got to take care of their mental health, their disabilities. That adds on to the parenting even being more difficult. Then, to not just that, I got an atypical, child as well. She tries to copy what her two older siblings do, and I always have to sit down and explain to her, boo-boo, you can't do that. You don't have autism, baby. They do that because it's part of their autism. It's their way of coping. It's their way of dealing with things. You don't have autism, mama. You got to find your own way to learn how to cope and deal with things. You can't copy bro and sissy. You can't. And that's a whole different parenting for me that I'm not accustomed to. Because I'm used to raising kids with disability. My two oldest are disabled. So I am not accustomed to that. Like, this is all brand new territory to me, all across the board. Either way you look at it, it's all brand new territory. Completely new. But we're making it work. We're surviving. We're making it work, And in the process of all of this, I'm still dealing with my mom's, death, and the fact that I never got to bury her because that opportunity was taken away from me, the fact that I never got to say goodbye, the fact that they pulled the plug. My uncles really pulled the plug without anybody telling me anything. And they pull it the day after my daughter's birthday. So for the rest of our lives, it's always going to be happy on her birthday and then sad the next day. Because, again, people don't know what our feelings and what our emotions were. Nobody bothered to reach out to us to find out where we stood at. Or to even find out why we had left. Everybody just took whatever my mom had to say as the Bible. And that was that. And I'm not fighting nobody because I don't have nothing to prove to anybody but me, myself, and I. That's it. I don't have to prove nothing to no one else. But I'm still trying to deal with all that. I just started therapy last week. Excuse me, sorry. I just started therapy last week. So I'm hoping, sorry for being all up in y'all face. I gotta put the phone back where it could hear me. I'm hoping that that'll help. I don't know if it'll pan out to anything. Because it's not my first time trying therapy. But this time I'm being more open to it because, again, I have to find closure in my mom's chapter on my own now that she's no longer here and that opportunity got taken from me. Sorry, hold on, y'all. Podcasters, I'm just taking a couple of chokes of my herbal medication. Sorry for interrupting the chat. But we've been doing good. Delano's gonna finish the 9th grade. He has an award ceremony coming up. He's been doing really good in school. He's been on the honor roll the whole year, so he's been like doing really good in school. At home, when it comes to his ODD, his oppositional defiance disorder, and autism and the mood swings and the depression and everything else, it's give or take. You know, some days are good days and some days are challenging days. Some days he's willing to cooperate and actually is really good help and doesn't give you no pushback and knocks stuff done and gets it out the way and is really like compassionate, empathetic, and caring. But then there's other days where it's like all about him, and nothing else. And those days are harder because then we gotta like try to pull him out the selfish mode and bring him back into reality. Like, hello, bro. You know, you got a whole family. Like, there's other people that live here too. You know, we can't all pull your weight as well when there's nothing wrong with you pulling your own weight. So that has been getting better. ABA therapy was stopped because they couldn't find an ABA therapist. I got frustrated because they kept bringing different people, and my kids have a problem with getting attached and then losing people. So I had to stop it because it was doing more harm than good. But we are trying to use some of the traits that they taught us and some of the techniques that they taught us. We're still trying to use those with him now. Let's see. Lyrical graduates from kindergarten on the 23rd, the same day of her birthday. That's her last day of school. Biva's been a big help, like always. Her migraines are actually getting better since we saw the neurologist. Her losing her voice isn't happening as consistent, but we learned one thing, that when she gets stressed out or startled or scared, or when she gets overwhelmed or frustrated, any strong emotion can take her voice away. Right, Biba? Uh-huh. Any strong emotion can take her voice away. So we've been learning that since we done realized that the migraines have diminished due to the new milligrams on her medications and stuff. The primary care doctor had put her on the right preventative medications to help with the migraine. The only thing was they were not high enough dosages. So that's why they weren't working as good as they should have. So when we got to the neurologist, that's the first thing he had noticed was like, you're on the right meds, but you're on the wrong dosages. I would have went up. So that's what he did. Like, he put her up higher where she should have been. And it took about a week, right, babe? About a week it took for it to start making a difference where you weren't getting...
Well, I'd say actually 2.
2 weeks?
Don't forget, the first week was to slowly... I was slowly rising the...
dosage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then by the second week, I actually had it at the
The
right
correct dosage.
and then it was in my system. So I noticed it was actually making a difference. Because by the second week, I had finally stopped.
With the migraine, yeah.
But the thing that I did also notice that now that the migraine a lot is my vision is getting messed with.
The vision's getting messed with. But I think that's part of the migraines, though. Yeah, I think that's part of the migraines. But that's another reason why I'm taking you to the eye doctor, too. Like, just to double check and make sure you're not needing glasses as well. Because I don't know if the migraine is messing with that. Correct. So that's why I'm taking you in but at the end of the month.
I can still see if it's certain glares.
Gotcha.
There's certain angles from the sunlight. Well, still same thing, glares from the sun.
Okay.
Because it's like...
Another thing I've noticed, though. Sorry, y'all. I don't know if y'all can hear the planes. The other thing I've noticed is that if you're gonna get a migraine, those jeans are ripping.
Oh, man.
Yep.
So they're going to have to go on the
Pretty soon, yep. If you're gonna get a migraine, I've noticed you'll start to realize the pressure, which gives you time to take the meds so that it doesn't full blown come on. I've noticed you've been doing that, and it does stop it from full blown coming on.
And sometimes it's bigger than what it is, because even though it does come on, I don't get to tell you this because it comes on and then I forget. Even when they do come on, it's bigger than what we think they are going to be.
So it's worse than what they were, but they come less.
Yes, each one.
But they're just more intense than what they used to be.
Yes.
We gotta remember to tell the doctor that when we go on the 22nd.
And then, and it's a good thing that they're less frequent too, because they come, like I said when I told the doctor too, more intense. But because I haven't had them, I'm not sure if it's doing that still.
Gotcha. Alright. But we gotta tell him everything that has been transpired since the last visit anyways. So, like, all the stuff that I've just mentioned right now, we gotta tell him all of that.
Actually, I do notice one thing. When it does try to come on, it kind of does this pull back thing.
What do you mean pull back? Like it's gonna do it and then it just pulls it away?
But it's okay. So imagine what's this? Okay, imagine you're holding a stick, and then you put in between, but that stick is like a slingshot thingy. But it didn't have a regular slingshot. It's something that you can't pull no matter how much you pull. But you somehow manage to pull it. But you take as much strength as all you strength that you get, and then it just pulls you right back. That's what I mean. Gotcha.
Okay, that's really weird though. So does it fully blow up though?
But it doesn't.
It doesn't. So that means the medication. I got you. So hold on. I think I might got this. I mean, I'm not an Einstein. I'm not Einstein, y'all. But I think I might have it. So basically, the migraine wants to come on.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, bitch, I'm coming on. Ooh, motherfucker, I'm about to hurt your motherfucking head. And then the medicine's like, oh, motherfucker, boom! No, the fuck you not. Fall back, nigga. Fall the fuck back. And then it falls back. Okay, I gotcha. I just had to make sure that I understood all of that.
Yeah, pretty much.
But that's good because that means the meds is doing what it's supposed to do. You know what, cup holder?
But it's hard to tell because it's like I said, it's not it's like you have to get a good grip on it to try to do that pull, but you can't get that grip.
So sometimes it lingers, still trying to get the grip so it can hit it.
But you can't get that.
So it's like they fighting. So it's like they.
But you can't even get that. You can't even get that starting fight either.
Okay, so hold on. So it's like two drunk motherfuckers that can't even stand with their balance, and they like this. They weaving all over the place. They all, damn girl, we got some imaginations. Gotcha. I gotcha. So they still fucking there. They ain't going nowhere. They still persistent motherfuckers.
Yes, but the weird part is you can feel the water. You can feel the water because of the grogginess that it wants to bring along
with it.
But it's pushing it. The medicine is pushing the grogginess back.
Correct.
But you can feel all of that coming along with the migraine. So you feel the logs, the water, the migraine pitting with the fight. So you feel all of that, but you also feel the solid wall in between.
Say no, nigga, no, the fuck you not.
But it's all like on one side, but goes away. But it's like a cloud. It's like a cloud in the sky. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it changes. That's how it changes. It's like a thought.
Okay.
That's how it truly is, actually.
Gotcha.
See how we changed it? It's like a thought. But that's all of that is in one.
Okay.
But it changes it's not in one, it's one shot. It's in, okay, it could be this day. Okay, it could be that day. Okay, it's all in one shot on this day.
Gotcha.
But other than that, it's all coming on now.
Yeah. Alright, but we gotta remember all that to tell the doctor when we go on the 22nd so that he can better understand what's going on with your head.
Yeah.
But we've just been living, y'all. We just been holding on. They cut back my income. They cut Delano's SSI money down. So we've been really tight. Our budget has been really, really tight because after we pay the bills, including the hotel bill, we don't have anything left over. We barely have to wash clothes for the month or get the essentials, which I'm struggling now to figure out how I can get that done. Oh, on a good note, I got my weed card when I did have some extra money before my income dropped. I did this before the income dropped. I didn't know it was dropping. I got my weed card. Because, you know, for those of y'all who don't know, you do have to pay for your medical card. It is not free to anybody. So I ended up finding somebody who was not charging $150 or $200. She was actually $95. I answered all the questions, gave all the information that I needed to give, and I got my card. And then I found out the dispensary is actually not too far from here, and they actually just put a sidewalk on that bridge, so I should be able to take myself with my wheelchair and bibba to the dispensary to get some herbal medication. I did this because my pain management told me that since weed works for me and it helps me out to keep doing that since I don't want narcotics. So he gives me a pain pill that is not a narcotic, but it only takes the edge off. It doesn't work throughout the whole day, and it doesn't take everything away. When I smoke, I feel better. So I got it based off of his recommendation, because he was like, try the the medical marijuana, to see if it, you know, if you can get the right strands to help you out more to cover the fibromyalgia. I can never say that word, but that's what I'm trying to say. If y'all know fibromyalgia, I can never say that word. But that's my chronic pain that I have, and it's always here. It doesn't go nowhere. Even sitting down hurts, standing up hurts, laying down hurts, hugging hurts, touching hurts. Like, I gotta brace myself when my kids go to give me a hug, which is sad because they don't hug me a lot, but it's only because of the pain, and they don't touch me much, and it's only because of the pain, which sucks because I want to be touched, but it hurts, and I gotta suck it up a lot of the times. if I want to be touched. So sometimes I gotta be like, is it worth the pain? You know? Which sucks as a parent, because you just want to hug and kiss your babies all the time, no matter how old they get, just to show them how much you love them and how much you care about them. But yeah, that's pretty much, I mean, in a nutshell, how life has been. I don't think we have anything else major to report. I mean,
Lyrical's birthday's coming up.
yeah, I did mention Lyrical's birthday's coming up. We have no money for her birthday, so I'm trying not to stress. I did get approved for the city bus handicap transportation to pick you up at the door and drop you off directly where you're going, so I don't have to take public transportation in a wheelchair. I got approved for that. It's $350 for us to ride if it's just me and the girls, because Biva goes free as my companion. Lyrical would go free because kids are free. I don't know if Delano is free. I'd have to figure out if he's got to pay or not. I don't know if they consider him a kid still or what, since he's 15. But I'm hoping that by just finally getting approved for that and doing that can get us out of here at least a little bit. You know, if we gotta have the money to be able to do it though, so we can at least try to go to the library or grocery shopping instead of having it delivered. We can actually go pick out our own stuff, like things like that, and try to be a little more independent away from the hotel, because being on this property 24/7 is taking a toll on all of us. Like, we're all tired of being here every day, all day. The only one that gets to leave is Delano. He goes to school. Like, the beef that Dad and I had for Lyrical was because of that. She's here all day, but he realized that the schooling that I got her in is really doing an amazing job with her. Like, she's learned so much and come so far, and I've put in like a lot of work with her, and so has Beba. So we've made sure that she's gotten the best of her education. Like, as soon as I'm done with you guys, I'm going inside and we're gonna start school. She has no more live classes. Live classes ended last week, so now it's only the online classes in the what they call the online system, the OLS, and those are at your pace. So I usually let her get as much sleep as she wants, wake up at whatever time she wakes up, and then we start the day. But Bill had therapy, so I had to wait till therapy was over before we can even start our day, because I have to still feed her, and I need Bill to do that. Since I can't use the wheelchair in this kitchen, it's not big enough, and I can't do it myself because of that. So, yeah, that's like pretty much about it. I'm finally over 500 subscribers on YouTube. Thank God. I'm sorry, podcasters, for those of y'all that are listening and not watching. A call came through, and hold on, let me put this on D&D right now while I remember, so that I can finish this. Sorry, I'm so sorry. A call came through and just knocked out our whole session, and now you guys are gonna have to listen to 2 episodes and one instead of 1 episode. My apologies, but if y'all prefer 2 episodes and 1, let me know, and I can split it up for y'all. That makes it easier for you guys. Like, I don't have a problem with doing that. I definitely don't. I know a lot of people have short attention spans, and sometimes the shorter the better. So I definitely have no problem with splitting my content up if that's what makes it easier for y'all. But I just figure when people are listening, they don't want it to be interrupted, so it just makes it easier for it to be that background noise, just constantly going, and you don't got to worry about clicking again. You can keep doing what you're doing. So that's why I try to always run it just in one recording and call it a day. But I was literally coming to the end before we got cut off, which sucks because I was literally almost at the end, about to call it, a day, because like I said, I got to get to school, and I got to make sure we stay on task, because we got to complete all of the online classes. We're up to date, like we're not behind on any class, but I don't want to fall behind either, because all classes must be completed by the 23rd. So that's why I stay on top of it. Like, by me saying it's work at your own pace, it's up to you how you want to complete the classes. If your child feels like they can sit there and have the attention span of doing like 2 or 3 math classes back to back instead of one every day, they can, and then they're basically ahead. They don't have to do school for the next 2 or 3 days if they don't want to. So it depends on the parent and the child. But we don't do that. We were ahead at one point, so when Lyrical had a couple of days that she wasn't feeling good, I was able to use the, all right, we're not going to do school today, or no, we don't have to do that class, so we're going to do these classes, because I knew we were ahead in a couple of classes, and then she was good to go, so it worked in our favor. But now at the end, we don't have any left, because she used them all up. So like I told her, now you got to make sure you get these done every day, because you used them all up during the year when we were ahead. So, but yeah, my baby gonna be 6, y'all. She's gonna be 6. We ain't got no damn money. This point, I can't even get her a cake. Like, and I'm trying so hard not to stress, because I'm waiting for my mom's life insurance money. I'm waiting for my tax return. They still have not processed my tax returns. Every time I check every single day, it still does not say approved. It just says received. Apparently they're backlogged according to my tax preparer, and they still haven't gotten to mine yet. And I was literally counting on that money to do a little something for my baby for her birthday, and then save the rest so we can try to find a place to live. But yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna let y'all go. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. If there's any questions, comments, or anything, feel free to hit me up. You know, if there's any topic you want me to cover, or anything you're interested in that we, you know what I'm saying, may not talk about or do talk about, or if you have any questions that has to do with coaching or mental illness, or just coping or helping or supporting, I am always willing to help. Just hit me up. You know, I'm there. I may not have my life where I want it to be, but because of the experiences and because of my life, I'm able to help others. Everyone that I have helped and everyone that I do cross paths with and I do help always benefit. Always. Whether I'm doing it as a friend or just a complete stranger that I see needs help and my heart is telling me I must help, I've always been able to help. You know what I mean? Don't take our situation like, oh, she don't know what she's doing. Don't do that, because then you're gonna be losing out on a blessing for real. All right, be blessed, you guys, and please be kind to yourself. Love yourself. Be gentle. The world is already cruel and hard enough as it is. When was the last time you told yourself you loved yourself? I would like for you to be able to go to the mirror, look at yourself in your eyes, and just tell you love you. Okay? And that you're amazing and you're wonderful. Be blessed, y'all. Later.